New music from Sleep Token. I cannot wait for this new album. And it's like they're just trickling things out one by one. Damocles is the song today. I did a tad bit of research because I thought, what in the world does that thing mean? And it was something about from way back, this person, I don't know all the characters in the past, that's sitting underneath a knife or a blade or a sword or something, hanging by a thread. Almost like it's right above me right now and I know it and it's hanging just by a thread. That's it. Could fall at any minute. Something about that. But I can't wait. Mental health, Sleep Token, obvious. Without further ado. Here we go. Damocles. It's got to be so good.
Well, I've been waking up under blades, blue blossom days. If only Damocles would hit me back. No alabaster carvings or faces on a farthing would prevent my head from fading to black.
Man, there it is in the beginning. I've been waking up under blades, blue blossom days. Scenery's so good. Under blades, can you imagine laying under a blade that's hanging by a thread anyway? Always wondering. I can imagine if you're waking up under blades, you're probably not sleeping very well because you're imagining any minute this thing's going to slice right through me. No alabaster carvings or faces on a farthing would prevent my head from fading to black. Almost like it's inevitable. Would keep my head from fading to black. So it's like you are unendingly awake. Is the way I read that. Like, how can I go to sleep if I know there's a blade coming up, from the ceiling? Nothing would prevent my head from fading to black. This to me is the beginning of how brutal and heavy and burdensome life can be. You know, the pressure, and I heard stories. I haven't heard a ton of Sleep Token, but I hear stories that, this is real life. This is truth. This is relationship. This is kind of what's in our mental. It's what's inside our head. The pressure to perform, to produce, to keep coming out with things, to want to just live a normal life, to have your privacy invaded, to just not be able to be yourself anymore. It's gone. And now you're just waiting for the time when everything fades to black, man.
Nothing would prevent my head from fading to black. And it feels like falling into the sea from outer space in seconds to me.
Oh, goodness.
And I play discordant days on repeat until they look like harmony.
The hopelessness here is just immense. When you talk about falling into the sea from space, like in seconds, like from outer space to the sea, seconds. First of all, that's a very hard crash landing. Second of all, into the depths of the ocean. Third of all, I play these discordant days on repeat until they look like harmony. I'm so used to and numb to the dismay almost, like just being despondent. I'm so used to that it becomes a harmony to me. That becomes what I'm used to. It's so sad. And the way it's sung is beautiful because it plays the mood.
Days on repeat until they look like harmony. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten.
This is it, man. The meat of the entire song at this point to me was all in here. When it's all over, when things are done, what's going to be left? How empty it might be when everything's done. And that whole thing of how will I know if I can't see the bottom? You know, you can't see the bottom. It's like, where am I? How deep am I? And am I going to be able to come up for air or choke on it all? Can I make it back to the surface? You know, that falling from space down to the ocean. And of course, if you fall from space down to the ocean, you can go miles deep. And then you're trying to get back up. How do I know? If I can't see the bottom, I don't know where I am. And then you try to get up. You ever try to get up in a pool or in water and it's like you're almost out of breath? No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if I don't have what it takes? What if I just crumble? What if it's over? The crowd stopped cheering. The curtains are closed. The river runs dry. And I can't stand up. I can't live life. The diamond days are gone. And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten. This to me is the epitome of what so many people in life feel. As a therapist, I sit in my office and I hear this a lot. I understand it. I have empathy, compassion, and such pain in me to hear people struggle to this point because it's reality. The difference is, what is it that I have made so influential or given so much power to that it has consumed me and it sucked everything out of me? And in this case, I would say almost the tour, the life, the fans, the journey, the pressure to be somebody, maybe that's even more than yourself, you know, for the sake of giving. And then you feel like you've been completely used or used up, manipulated. It just a lot of feelings there. So I've become something that I never even set out to be in a way. And it's so hard. This is so difficult to work through. I'm going to drown. I might not be able to come up for air. I don't know if I've got what it takes to stand up and recover. And when the empire falls, am I just going to be a nobody at this point? That's so beautiful, y'all. I got to hear that one more time. Let it run through.
When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold,
Yeah.
how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all.
Yep.
No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get
Building.
up and stand tall?
Here we go.
What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten.
Woo! It's beautiful. So well done.
Well, I know I should be touring. I know these chords are boring, but I can't always be killing.
Oh, facts. You speak it. Preach.
Golden grand pianos or voices from the shadows will do anything but feel the same.
Yep.
And it feels like falling into the deep from somewhere way up over the peaks. And I play this chord and days on repeat until the tape runs out on me.
Just keep going.
When the river runs dry,
Hey! That's genius. This is really good stuff. Did you hear the cassette tape? There it goes. Yep. Wow. almighty. Lord have mercy. Nobody told me I'd be begging for relief when what is silent to you feels like it's screaming to me. You know, like sometimes they say the silence is deafening. It's just silence sometimes can be so loud. The quiet to you is deafening to me. I'm used to the people. I'm used to the stage. I'm used to the applause. I'm used to the cheering. I'm used to the screaming. I'm used to the attention, the time. It's just who you've become. And when it's all silent, I'm nothing. Begging for relief. Nobody told me I get tired of myself when it all looks like heaven, but it feels like hell. I don't know how to exist with just me anymore. Brilliant.
But it feels like hell. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom?
Here's some drums come in here, would be awesome.
No one else knows that I've got
Right here.
a problem.
Yeah! Oh my God! That's good. Oh! It's like church. Oh, that's pure. What is that? It's like it's the same place, but when it was alive and active and had kind of the fire pits going and everything. With creatures? Look, angel people up there flying around. Oh, wow. Sleep Token. Damocles. I just cannot wait for this album. I got to listen to more Sleep Token. This, mental health wise, it's just clear to me. And maybe I don't know any of this story, but I feel like I'm hearing things in here that can apply to everybody in life. When you felt pressure and you felt overwhelmed and you felt used up or manipulated or misunderstood, or people have taken advantage. If you felt any kind of overwhelming feeling, but especially somebody who's a performer who's expected to bring light to people's lives and the pressure that's felt. And who am I going to be when it all goes silent? There's so much here. The mental health is everywhere. It's so nice. I appreciate Sleep Token for doing what they do. Remember, it's not real therapy, just Tom break it down lyrics. If you want help, please check the links. You deserve that help. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think about this. And never forget, mental health matters. See you on the next Reaction Therapy.